You know, we have the inclement weather tonight. I think it's cloudy. And so our regular faithful are here. I'm so glad you all are here. My dear friend for a long time, Laney Gelbert, is here. And she's a real estate, maven in Beverly Hills. Did you hear Pauly Shore sold his house in the hills above the Comedy Store for $10 million? 3 days. Yeah. So, and it's all profit for him. I mean, he's got no wife, no ex-wife, no children. And his classmates at Beverly High voted him least likely to ever have any college loan problems. So congratulations to Pauly. I just wondered if Lanny got the commission. Well, good to see you here, Lanny. You and Jerry, we love you. I'm asked always to do a commercial that I deplore. I'm not allowed to read this until I'm on camera and the audience is well known about all my attitude toward this. So many times you're laughing at me, but let's see what happens. Hey, folks! Spokesy like Andy Griffith. It's been a while since I invented something, so I wanted to tell you about my latest project I've been working on. It's called Argus Hamilton's Poop Animals. I'm a clean comedian, so they do this to me. It's a cookie cutter-like product that you attach to your butt. Then you just take about 3 muscle relaxers with a nice ice-cold Bacardi and Coke. Your hole will then take the shape of the desired animal you inserted up there. Poop a rhino. Poop a giraffe. And for my desert fans, even poop a camel. One hump or two. It doesn't matter with Argus Hamilton's poop animal. Direct message me on my Facebook or Instagram with the animal of your choice, and I promise to personally respond to every message. Please, no sharp animals. Make pooping fun with Argus Hamilton's poop animals for children of all ages. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know who potty trained our producer, Mike Schmidt. He did a terrible job.
Fantastic idea.
Sounds like it's ongoing.
Oh, really? I'll mess with that.
I am so happy to be bringing to the stage this guy. I've had the privilege of joking around with him out front of the Comedy Store, and I love him. He's got tremendous energy. He's a witty, funny young man, and you're going to enjoy him, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Hurd.
Yeah!
Nice to have you here, Nathan. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Appreciate it.
Where are you from?
Originally, I was actually born in California.
Yeah.
Then I was adopted at birth and raised in Florida and Washington State.
So, born in California, raised in Washington. Okay, and now you like to talk about your interesting pigmentation.
Yeah, or lack thereof.
Yeah.
As they would say. I'm a black albino.
Yeah.
Both of my parents are black, and then I look like this. Gentrification is real, kids.
Was there a problem when you were born when your dad kind of went, wait a minute?
I was adopted, so obviously.
Oh.
They were like, we're just going to try again if we can do that. But no, I was adopted, and then it was always funny.
If you were a white baby, how did they know you were black?
Because I came out with a gold chain. Is that how God wanted to make sure that they knew, so he was like, "I'm gonna come." It's the late '70s gold chain boombox.
Yeah.
He came out. That's yours. You know what I mean? Like
if it was a polo shirt, you'd be Mike.
It was like, yeah, man. They were like, no. They didn't give me to one of the rich white families though. I was adopted by a white family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what was crazy is that my white family was still poor, so I was still in the bad neighborhood. So I was like, what was the point then? You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy. Yeah.
Well, then you're going to school, and you're in a poor neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I went to a school in Florida called FSDB, Florida School for the Deaf and Blind. All albinos have visual problems. Oh. And so it took me, it's kind of a boarding school, but it's a big school. Half of it's deaf and then half of it's blind. It's like 7,000 kids.
Wow.
And it's a boarding school for most of the week. but it was like everybody who had a vision problem in the country went to this school.
Right.
Ray Charles went to the school
and
actually got kicked out of the school for driving down the street.
They told him to hit the road, Jack.
Hey, man, hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back. No more. Yeah, man, it was crazy.
So, what specifically vision problems did you have?
I don't have any pigment. So, you need pigment to see.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they can't get it's like in your liver, so they can't give you any after you're born. And then I also have a nystagmus. I don't know if you guys can see that my eyes shake back and forth. I'm not trying to tell you that someone's behind you. That's not what I'm doing. It just happens with all albinos.
So are you able to read and see and drive?
Yeah, I mean, I can read, I can see, I can drive. I don't drive at night.
Yeah.
And I don't drive that. I don't have a car. I don't drive that often because I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
Not because I'm legally blind. I'm just a bad driver. I can't blame it on that. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? So.
Well, we're all facing problems like that in Los Angeles because of two reasons. They took all the bright street lights that used to be in West Hollywood, Beverly Hills, this area, bright street lights, and they replaced them about 5 or 6 years ago with these Al Gore correct soft orange bulbs to help the environment. And then everybody got tinted windows. And you can't see anything now. Pedestrians have no idea that they're...
Oh, dude, it was crazy. I was actually on a TV show a little bit ago called American Horror Story. And I played one of the guards. But there was a scene where I had to drive this black SUV that had these tinted windows that were like TV tint. So it's not normal tint. And they tinted all of the windows, the windshield and the back window. And then they gave me these dark sunglasses. And then didn't allow me to wear my my regular prescription glasses. And then they were like, "So who's driving?" And I'm like, "Wait a minute, what y'all mean? I was not let know about this." And then they're like, "No, go ahead and so just." I'm like, "All right, well, I do have a license. I'll drive." And they're like, "All right, Nate, we needed you to go about 10 miles an hour past this $150,000 camera, as close as you can get to it." And then we need you to go through this door that should open. And I'm like, can I put my regular glasses on? No, we need it for the shot. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. So I do it at 10 miles an hour, screaming the whole way. And the door opens and they're like, all right, cool, Nate, we need you to go faster. How much faster? Like 25? All right, cool. And I'm in the car with another albino and he's like, dude. And I'm like, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this. And he's like, yo, they gave a blind dude keys to a car. It's not on you, no.
Only in LA. I just hope their insurer is hearing this story, man.
Hey, man, hey. I didn't crash. I was perfectly fine. Yeah. I rode by, and then I see the scene on TV. You can't even see me. I'm like, dude. But the check cleared, so we good.
So did you get stunt pay at least out of this?
No, I did not. I don't know. I don't look at the checks. I just want them to cash. That's what it's called.
Yeah. So where are you performing now? Around town?
Just everywhere. I was at the last big thing I did. I was in Scotland at the Edge Fringe Festival.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you learn up in Scotland? There's a lot of drunk customers up there.
Oh, my show was at 1 a.m. in the worst room in the busiest bar.
The business bar?
So, I had 5 people fall asleep during my show. I had 3 people piss themselves. I had about 16 times per show, and I'm doing an hour. I had people, because I was right across from the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because my room is called the wee room. That's what the bathroom is called in Scotland. So 16 times per show, people open the door because they think it's the bathroom. 16 times per show. I averaged it out. It was insane, but it was a lot of fun.
Well, people are wetting themselves. You must have been funny.
Yeah, well, they were also very drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. There's no cutoff.
But when customers are very drunk, if they're not belligerent, they can become very compassionate. You can learn to work them.
Yeah, but they were belligerent. I mean, they don't. I found this out from the bartender later. The bars over there hold no liability for their customers. So if you get too drunk, drive home and kill somebody, the bar's not liable. So they just serve people. I watched people sleeping, and then get up and go to the bar and get a drink.
Wow. So was this part of the festival? It sounds festive.
Oh, it was festive.
Yeah, yeah. So, what did you learn when you were in Scotland?
I learned that that they don't. We understand about 70% of Scottish, British, and Irish. That's what I learned because I was doing things that I didn't know were like this is not peace over there.
What does it mean?
It means fuck off.
Really?
Yeah, I had no idea that that's what it meant. But
you didn't open with that.
No, but bus drivers are like, go ahead, I'm trying to cross the street. I'm like, thanks, dog. And they're like, fuck you. And I'm like, what did I do? I don't know what I did, bro. We were just on good terms.
At least they thought you were white.
No, they didn't. You got a weird one, aren't you? You know what I mean? They didn't know what the hell I was, but neither do people over here, so we're good.
Well, now, you must have been around rednecks or crackers that dropped the N-word thinking you were one of them.
Oh my God. So, numerous. So I went to, when I was about 21, I went to a WrestleMania party. In the
I see, you see it coming.
It's already there. Like, it's already, you're like, yeah, they dropped a couple, didn't they? So what was funny is I went with my friend, and it was at another guy's house, and we knew the guy, but we didn't know him that well. And I went with my two friends, and we get there, and we're watching the beginning of it. And we're out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. And there's a lot of people in the house. And the Harlem Youth Choir comes on. Uh-huh. And somebody in the back's just like, get these fucking monkeys off the TV. Oh. And then it just goes into, from that to, they're dropping the, like, nigga, with the hard ER. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not the way the gangsters
say it. No, dude, like the one that makes white people duck and cover. You know what I'm saying? Like, just dropping beams of it. And my friends are looking at me like, dude, we didn't know. We're sorry. We didn't know. What do you want to do? And I'm like, I paid to get in here. I'm staying. And so we're all standing, and it gets louder. And it's only like 3 people that are doing this, but everybody feels awkward.
And this is a church choir.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's a church choir. And they're like, it's a children's church choir. Like, it's not... Yeah, monkey! And it wasn't like, monkeys. It was like they're fucking monkey! It was so violent. So
meth is not pretty.
Meth is a hell of a drug. Let me tell you something. If you're on meth, man, stop doing meth, okay? Stay still. Why you always look like you're about to break dance?
If you're heckling a black children's choir, you're on meth.
You're on meth. So this goes on. Yeah. Eventually the match starts. Now, I can see that there's a redneck dude, typical redneck, white T-shirt, big old shit kickers, you know what I'm talking about? Tight Carhartts. He's in the back, and I can see he's stewing. And I think he's stewing because I'm at the party and he knows I'm black. So I'm like starting to get kind of nervous, and then all of a sudden I just hear boom, 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 boom. And I turn around and see this dude running down the hall, and he clotheslines one of the guys who was talking shit. Grabs the other guy, punches him in the face. They all run outside, and everybody just floods outside and watches this. He's beating up 3 people. Throws one dude over a truck, and I'm like, this is awesome!
So it's white on white.
Yeah, but I don't know why this is happening. Finally, the 3 dudes, they end up running down the street. This dude runs back, comes back in the house. Everybody comes back in the house. He goes right to the fridge, grabs 2 Coronas. They're not twist-offs.
Oh,
no. Twist the first one off, throws it. Twist the second one off, throws it. Walks up to me, hands me the Corona, taps it. We both start chugging. He's like, I'm in the military. My girlfriend's from Nigeria. I don't play that shit. I know you're black. And I was like, that's what I'm talking
about, boy. Wow. An MLK story that will warm your heart.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a happy ending.
An MLK that ended with some Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
Yeah. Trump, he thinks it's Malcolm the 10th.
I don't know if he can count that high.
I love the guy. Listen, so tell me, first of all, Well, what kind of material are you working on?
Right now, I'm working on, like, my friends. Most of the stuff that I do doesn't have to do with me being albino.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to realize that people are really fascinated by it. So I'm trying to get a lot of albino material because I want to get.
Well, it's a niche.
It's a niche. There's nobody else doing it,
Right.
and I'm also very funny. So
that's for damn sure. Yeah.
I don't have a lot of competition. You know what I mean?
But I mean, on a 45-minute show, it's a 10 to 12 minutes that gets them going,
Exactly,
and then
exactly.
it lets you into the real you.
Well, there's things that I can talk about that I don't think people can. I mean, like, I feel like I'm the only person who's ever had to convince people he's not imaginary. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that I have to do. I'm a black albino. You mean you're black? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta pull up Google and be like, no, we exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
then I'm saying, well, why would you brag about it?
was it? Yeah. Or they want my eyes. They get on that. They want to know how big my dick is.
Oh, well, especially in this town. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not big. It's not big.
Well, did you? Are you going out with the women?
Yeah, I mean, they like it, but here's the problem. The problem is that nobody bangs an albino more than once. Like, you don't.
It's not like you don't go back or what was
yeah.
that?
Well, I mean, like, how many people do you know that have had sex with like 3 dwarfs? You know what I mean? Like, you don't. Like, if you have sex with 3 dwarfs, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you fuck dwarfs. You know what I mean?
So you're something that women just get out of their system.
Yeah, I'm like a bucket list item.
You know what, Nathan? I can't wait to have you back because you are a joy, man. You are a joy. And let's see, what is this, January? Sometime around mid-March. Okay?
Absolutely,
We'll
man.
have Emily track you down.
Hell
I want
yeah.
you back. You're
Absolutely,
terrific.
bro.
Give it up for Nathan Hurd. Isn't he terrific? You're great, man.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
very much.
So much fun.
So, stay tuned. We got more fun coming right back for you on Argus Hamilton's Comedy Store tonight. Don't go anywhere. Let's get our picture taken. Lucas is going to take a picture.
Do we have any more?